This is the ultimate power! The secret power of Palafin EX! We can control our opponent's Pokemon! This video is sponsored by PTCGLstore.com, a great place for you to buy Pokemon TCG code cards. Hey guys, in today's video, we'll be showcasing the super powerful Palafin EX from the Twilight Masquerade expansion set. Palafin is a stage 1 Pokemon with a whopping 340 HP. But there is a catch. The only way you can evolve into this Pokemon is defined by its ability, Hero Spirit! Basically, you can only put this Pokemon into play with the effect of Palafin's Zero to Hero ability. That is, with this Palafin's ability, Zero to Hero! Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the active spot to the bench, you may search your deck for a Palafin EX and switch it in place of this card. So basically, you just shuffle this one Palafin card and swap it with Palafin EX. And again, this is the only way you can put Palafin EX in play. There is no other way you can put Palafin EX into play because of that built-in ability, or let's just say restriction on Palafin EX. This may seem complicated to accomplish, but it's actually quite easy with the right composition of cards in your deck. First of all, we'll be using a full set of Switch in this build, which is necessary so that we can start evolving our Palafins into Palafin EX by switching them from the active spot to the bench. And then we also have Irida. This will allow you to search your deck for one water type Pokemon and one item card from your deck. And then another nice strategy is that when you switch to the bench with Palafin, you can pivot into this Dunsparce. This is easy to move back to your bench since it has 0 retreat cost. But you can also evolve Dunsparce into the Dunsparce with the ability Runaway Draw. Once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards, and if you drew any cards this way, you shuffle this Pokemon and everything attached back to your deck. So after drawing, you can shuffle it back to your deck, removing it from the active spot, and now you can replace your now evolved Palafin EX into the active spot ready to attack. And Palafin EX's Giga Impact attack is so powerful. For just 1 water energy, it deals 250 damage. However, during your next turn, you cannot attack with this Pokemon. But of course, there is a workaround because on your next turn, you can remove this restriction by simply moving Palafin EX out of the active spot onto your bench, and then if you can move it right back into the active, you can attack again. We also have attack buffs in this build to increase our attack even further. First is Defiance Band. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, this tool card will help your Pokemon deal 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then I also have Kieran, which can be used to switch your Pokemon from the active spot to the bench, or during your turn you can use it to increase your attack by 30 more damage against your opponent's active EX or V Pokemon. So with the combination of Defiance Band and Kieran's attack buff, you can deal as much as 310 damage. However, that damage output may still be a bit short of a one-hit KO for some higher HP Pokemon, which is why I also included a 1/1 line of Staryu in this build. It has the Mysterious Comet ability. Once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon, and if you do this, you have to discard this card and everything attached on it. And just like the Dunsparce, you can use this as a pivot to the active spot, and once you use its ability, you can remove it from play, and then you can switch back your Palafin EX back into the active spot. And as a secondary attacker, I also have 1 copy of this Palafin. It has 2 very useful attacks. The first one is Jet Punch. For 1 water energy, it deals 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon and also 30 snipe damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And its second attack is Justice Kick. For 2 water energies, this attack deals 210 damage. However, you must have moved this Pokemon from the bench to the active spot on the same turn you want to use this attack. Otherwise, this attack will do nothing. This is a great single price attacker with a good damage output, and this may just help you offset the price trade because your opponent's only taking 1 prize once they knock this Pokemon out. Another important fact that you need to know is that when you use Zero to Hero ability, so that you can put this Palafin EX into play, this card must be in the deck for you to search it out so that you can put it into play. So if all of your Palafin EX happen to be in your hand, you will not be able to evolve or upgrade into this Palafin EX. So to deal with that situation, you can always just use Iono to shuffle your hand back to the bottom of your deck, then draw cards. Or you can also use Parent. This new supporter card allows you to reveal up to 2 Pokemon from your hand and put them into your deck, and if you do, you search your deck for up to that many Pokemon, reveal them, and put them into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. You're basically trading Pokemon cards from your hand and then replacing it with another Pokemon from your deck. So you can use this to put any Palafin EX that happens to be in your hand and then get another Pokemon from your deck to replace it in your hand. And finally, we also have Prime Catcher. This is a great way to gust up your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active spot, but also to move one of your bench Palafin EX into your active spot as well. Palafin EX is a very tanky Pokemon and it definitely packs a punch for just 1 energy. Evolving into Palafin EX can be a challenge sometimes, especially if you cannot switch in and out of the active spot. And this can really affect the outcome of a game when you cannot set up fast enough. And this build absolutely gets demolished by lightning type builds because of Palafin EX's weakness against it. But overall, I think this build is really solid. But just as a word of warning, I would probably hold off on playing this right now because on PTCG Live, we have a lot of bugs and glitches associated with using this Palafin with the 0 to hero ability. Anyways, enough of that. You can find the complete deck list in the description below. And now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Palafin EX! Before we get into the video, I have a small request. If you're liking the content I create, please leave a like to this video and please support this channel by subscribing if you haven't already. This is a small click for you, but for me, it means a lot. Thank you so much for all of your support. Alright, on to our first match. My opponent will be going first. We have Finizen to go into the active spot. And I really like these Finizens because there is an option where you can get the 90 HP one, but these ones, you can actually use Buddy Buddy Poffin to set up on your bench. So I like using this Finizen with the 70 HP. And we're going against Dragapult EX. Alright. One of the top cards in the format right now. But they're gonna pass after attaching an energy to their Dreepy. So let's see what we can do here. We can use Buddy Buddy Poffin to set up Finizen. You know what? Let's get Dunsparce because we need to draw into more cards at some point here. And I mean, I could use Irid to get another set of Pokemon. So you can grab one water type Pokemon and an item card. So I'll go with Buddy Buddy Poffin. And then probably get a bunch more to Dunsparce. I could set up my Staryu also, which could be very useful. But my opponent, I'm really scared of this matchup too, because my opponent, once they evolve into Dragapult EX, they can just knock out our Dunsparce and even Staryu, because they only have 60 HP. They will evolve into Dracloak, and this seems like a Frostlass type combination. So this could be very bad because all of our Pokemon actually has abilities and they're gonna use Ionia. So at least this one that they just evolve into Dracloak, I know they cannot evolve into Dragapult because you can't evolve a Pokemon you just evolve during your turn, or at least a basic that you just put into play. But they will be able to attack for 70 damage, and that actually was enough to knock out our active Finizen. So with that, I'm just going to put this Finizen in the active spot. And I could use it to evolve into Palafin, attach an energy, and then we can evolve into the Dunsparce. And if we can get a switch, I could switch this Palafin to the bench and then use the Dunsparce ability to take it out of the active spot. But we didn't get it. I might have to just evolve by retreating Palafin. And I'll just draw with the Dunsparce. I mean, I can still draw, and then pivot into Dunsparce. Okay, we gotta switch. Actually, this will work. I can evolve into another Palafin. Switch my active with Dunsparce so we can easily retreat. We can use 0 to hero now. We will switch that Palafin card with Palafin EX. The hero has emerged. And Dunsparce with having 0 retreat cost. We can attack with Palafin EX for 250 damage, knocking out their Dracloak. And we got Starmie. Hey, that's pretty awesome. So yeah, so far so good. We've at least eliminated that one Dracloak with the energies. And now we can avoid any fearsome Dragapult EX coming into play. And unless they have any way to fully energize another, or at least evolve into a Dragapult EX. Okay, they have Hyper Aroma to evolve into more Dracloaks. They're definitely taking the longer route to evolve into their Dragapult EX. I don't know if they carry rare candies, but they're using Dracloak for that Recon Directive ability. Look at the top 2 cards of their deck. Put one in their hand and then put the other card on the bottom of their deck. And they're just gonna instant charge. And now their Frostlass is taking effect. All of our Pokemon, all Pokemon with abilities other than Frostlass will take damage. So I'm gonna use Irida for now, and I'm gonna get a switch. And there's the glitch, guys. There's one glitch. This is what I was afraid of. And we couldn't even choose a Pokemon. So I'm just gonna get a switch. I'm gonna wait. What? What's going on? No! No! I can't use my mysterious comment. I can't even attach an energy. Oh man, the infamous glitch. And I can't even choose my other cards here. I can concede, I think maybe, but I can't even move my cursor to choose. It's just like stuck on this water energy, and it's the only card I can move. I can look at some of my other cards. I can possibly look at my opponent's cards. But yeah, it's my time ran out. My opponent seems to be able to still play, but I cannot. Will it reset after my opponent's turn? I don't know. But they're able to evolve into Dragapult. I mean, I can look at their cards, right? But I'm stuck to this basic energy. Is the glitch like one-sided? I don't understand. Oh man. We basically automatically lose this game. This is crazy. I don't know. I think this is an automatic concede for us. If we can't move our Pokemon, that's it. And we were actually behind already because we weren't able to set up last turn. We couldn't attack, so get the. I don't know. Okay, so my opponent instant charge. I don't know if they're having glitch as well. I still can't use my mysterious comment. I can try and attack. Let me boss. Is it? Oh no, I'm stuck on the boss. Okay. Okay. We can boss the Dragapult EX. Okay. And then we're gonna try and attack. Wait, what? What? Oh, this is. We're in control. Giga Impact. We were able to attack, but our cursor is now stuck on Dragapult EX. This is the ultimate power. The secret power of Palafin EX. We can control our opponent's Pokemon. We can use it against them. You know what? I'm just gonna recruit this Dragapult EX, you know? It's just like the water energy last turn, but now it's stuck on Dragapult EX. Oh, we got an Iono. Okay. Can we play it? We can't. And now I'm back to my energy, and oh, this glitch is so bad. I hope it doesn't break my account or anything like that. Oh man. But hey, Dragapult EX has joined our side, guys. It's the they have joined the dark side of the force. Oh my goodness, this is the worst I've ever seen it. I can select some of the cards, right? But it just doesn't work. It just stops working. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I can find another game that will allow us to play Palafin EX. I don't think this is a constant occurrence. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to concede this game and go for another game. Yeah, there's really no point. I think once it bugs out like this, that's it. You can't play the game anymore. So. Alright, let's get into another match. Hopefully no glitches happen in this matchup. And we're going to take a mulligan here. No basic Pokemon in our hand. But that also means one extra card for my opponent. We're going to start with a Finizen in the active spot, which is actually really awesome too. This one has the Valiant Evolution attack. For 1 water energy, you switch it to the bench, and then you can search your deck for a Palafin to evolve. It's kind of like a TM evolution on itself. But we're going against Raging Bolt EX. Alright, this one has a lot of HP as well. And it has a potential to one-hit knockout even our Palafin EX having so much HP. For now, I'm going to use Buddy Poffin to set up Dunsparce and another Finizen. And since it's our first turn going second, we can actually evolve our Finizen here. So I'll just use Valiant Evolution. And then we can get Palafin with a 0 to hero ability. Maybe we can evolve or upgrade into our Palafin EX and start attacking. Boss orders this Steel Mask Ogerpon just to stall, because having to retreat, that means they lose that energy. So now we can use the Dunsparce, draw 3. We got more Buddy Poffins. Alright. I'll get more Dunsparce, this Staryu, another Dunsparce, and another Finizen. And then I can actually attach an energy to my active. I can use Kieran to switch, but no way for us to switch back again. So I'll use Irida to get Palafin and a switch. At least we can evolve our active and then use switch. And then that will activate 0 to hero, getting our Palafin EX in play. We'll attach an energy, but I'm just gonna end my turn here, I think. Because if I attack this turn, although I could take a knockout against this Ogerpon EX, I feel like it's a wasted attack because they can easily knock out my Palafin EX with Raging Bolt. So if we focus our attacks on Raging Bolt, we could possibly knock it out. I was hoping for them to knock out Dunsparce because we can use Defiance Band and then Kieran to increase our attack and actually take a knockout against this Raging Bolt even with 290 HP. But we have to change up our strategy here. I'm just going to use Kieran to increase our damage output by 30. So 280, not too bad. That leaves it with 10 HP left. Hopefully they don't have any Professor Turo, maybe Penny. That would be really bad. That would have been an attack wasted. Otherwise, I could have just knocked out that Teal Mask Ogerpon. But it is what it is. I'll just evolve this Finizen. Yeah, we didn't just... Oh, man. Another glitch. What is this? It's acting as a Great Ball. Alright, fine. Alright, well... I'll just get a Dunsparce so we can use Runaway Draw 3. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but this is Pokemon TCG Live right now. At least with this Palafin with the 0 to hero ability. So it glitches out like that. Sometimes it's not great Ultra Ball, but it could be like any type of card that you have in your deck, and then it will act as if it's a supporter card or an item card. I don't know coding, guys, so it's weird. So anyways, my opponent will use Prime Catcher to switch out our Finizen, but they still don't get to attack. They're just having a bad day, guys. I don't know. Maybe they're having glitches too. But anyways, we can evolve into this Palafin. This Palafin is actually really awesome. We can use Justice Kick. Oh no, we can't. We have to have switched out from the bench to the active. But what we could use is Jet Punch. We can damage the active by 30, but also their bench by 30. And that was an easy target because their Raging Bolt EX had that last 10 HP left. And that actually allowed us to take a knockout. And with this extra damage to their Pokemon's active Raging Bolt, we can knock it out with Palafin EX. Even if they put an HP buff to it, I think we can use Kieran to increase our damage and still be able to knock out this Raging Bolt EX. But now my opponent is finally getting their ball rolling here. And now they have 2 Ogre Pawns to accelerate energy and also draw extra cards. They have Radiant Greninja, discard 1, draw 2 with the Concealed Cards ability, and they're getting bug catching sets one after another. Now they can use Teal Dance, accelerate energy to their Ogre Pawn, and that's going to increase the damage output for their Raging Bolt EX. And they're going to judge. We're going to retreat to Greninja. Energy retrieval. They don't have any more draw. And they're just going to pass. Bro, my opponent's setup is really, really horrible. But at least we're being able to showcase what Palafin EX can do. And you can see how navigating it is so easy. But it's just really unfortunate that my opponent's not having good cards in their hand. But this time, with the Prime Catcher, that allowed us to knock out their Raging Bolt EX, getting us 2 more prizes. And we can just easily knock out this Teal Mask Ogre Pawn EX next turn. What I could do is switch out to the Dunsparce. If they set up Raging Bolt EX, Pokemon Catcher, okay, they succeed. We're gonna switch our Palafin in the active. You can even use this Palafin to knock out their Teal Mask Ogre Pawn, but I think they're just gonna knock it out. But they only take 1 prize for knocking it out, right? Concealed cards, draw 2. Sandy Shocks comes out single prizer, but it only deals 90 damage, and a lot of our Pokemon can survive an attack from that. And finally, they got their Professor Sada's Vitality, but no Raging Bolt EX in sight. So our Palafin can withstand attacks from their Ogre Pawn, and since we only attach 1 energy to attack, it actually is not helping the attack damage output of their Ogre Pawn, because that one depends on how many energies are attached on their... Or actually, is it both Pokemon? I don't know. I think... Anyways, we're not gonna get knocked out. We have so many HP, and we only need 1 energy, so... It's gonna take forever for my opponent to knock out even one of our Palafin EX. Alright, Sandy Shocks EX comes out, getting more energies attached to itself. They get a knockout against our Palafin, our regular Palafin. And we're just gonna put the Dunsparce in the active. You can just take it out easy. And we're not knocking out this Ogre Pawn in the active because it has 260, but I was gonna get Staryu, but here we go again with the glitch. Irida is used. Oh, we got Ultra Ball. Can we get it? Can we get it? I can't even drag it. All right. Well, another failed attempt with Irida. It's unusable. It's unusable. Let's use their Pokestop. Maybe we'll get something. We got an Ultra Ball. Hey, I think that's it. We got game. I'm gonna discard these 2. Get a Staryu. Here it is. There it is. And that's why Staryu is so awesome in this build, guys. Mysterious Comment puts 2 damage counters to their Ogre Pawn. Runaway Draw to remove it from active. And then we can use Palafin EX Giga Impact to knock out their Teal Mask Ogre Pawn EX. And that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel, and until next time, please stay safe and have a great day.